You're watching A Problematic Narrator. Currently, Gemini rising, Sagittarius stellium. I'm in a bathtub. The moon's in Scorpio. Water sign, perfect time to take a bath. But I'm just here to rant about some relationship issues, problems, and also, my astrology reflections because themes from last fall are coming back because the same grand water trines are being reactivated. So, currently filming this while the moon is in Scorpio conjunct my Mars in my sixth house, like to the degree. Like, you can't make this shit up. Love astrology. The moon's also in its fall right here in Scorpio, so it's also like very intense emotional. Not the most well put together, like happy emotional Cancer. It's deep, serious distraction, like Pluto shit. But basically, last fall, I've also been in this on and off relationship for like 2.5 years since my whole college experience. You can't make this shit up. So back in the fall, you can also see my balsamic moon reflection. Like, I was also having relationship issues, and you know how bad it was. I had to call like my sugar daddy to like rant about my relationship issues. And so we've been trying monogamy for like the past few months, and then I think also just gay men notorious for being like very anti-monogamy because their brains are wired differently. They have a penis. They don't think normally. But basically, we've been trying that, but then like it was good for a few weeks, and then I don't know what clicks in my brain like a few weeks later in the relationship. Like, not much has changed. Just like I'm so Gemini, Sagittarius, always busy, mildly workaholic, and like I feel better when I'm like extremely working than just like laying low, relaxing. But basically, in the last fall, my partner, he was gone for a few weeks, like 2 weeks, and I was helping watch the house. And I was taken care of. He said I could have people over. I'm a problematic narrator. Don't take my advice. I am working on my moral ethical compass. We've been open-ish somewhat, and then I was just a little too much of a whore. And then negatively affected the relationship, almost broke up, and then like last minute sullied our friendship and like relationship, kind of got back together. I'm a little reckless. But basically these current water trines were in my second, sixth, and 10th houses. Back in the fall, they were conjunct my Saturn in my second house. But now they were currently with the Jupiter, Mercury trine, and then also the moon in Scorpio, another grand water trine. But it's currently the Cancer placement is squaring my, say at 16 degrees, squaring my natal Jupiter. So it's a lot of tension, if you know what I mean. Because like, I don't know what to do about this relationship. 10-year age gap, I can make a whole video about that. Age gap relationships, and like I used to be so free, little like didn't care, and then I think that relationship also maybe lose my spark some, and just also like I was a little too naive and nice in the beginning, and then letting things slide, you just it piles up, and then now it's a big snowball of everything that like I used to let slide, and now I'm like, oh, now I'm standing up for myself. Like, yeah. So, and then now with these current water trines, I'm just also having the same dilemma of like, is this really a relationship or is this just platonic? I really like him, but like, if I'm not fully there in the relationship and have to like somewhat fake during sex, I mean, I can make a whole different video about this, but with like finding porn at such a young age, since I was 10 years old, I've always like had that advice in my head. I've been porn sober for mainly like a year now. I've had a few relapses, but then those have been negative relapses because like they, besides my sex life, they affect my emotional well-being, my dopamine levels. If I've been noticing so much how negative that was. And I don't blame myself, my 10-year-old self, for finding it and then using it, because that's just what a kid would do if they had like the little online slot machine in front of them. But it's not been easy. And then now I've been like, okay, since I've only known that way of intimacy, I never really had true intimacy, and like I can never fully feel like I'm there having sex. And then like it's also weird being in a relationship with two people with different sex drives. Like I have Mars and Scorpio, but not always the most intense sex drive, just because I like to do other shit too, and it's like it's weird having different desires in life, just than someone else. But yeah, so I'm currently still percolating on my issues, if you know what I mean. But any advice? I should probably just open up about my communication issues and my thoughts. I need to do that. I'm going to. I've just been like, I've been so much in my head and been so introspective and what's the word? Brooding. I've been brooding. I've been just reflecting on, what's been causing me issues, and then just reflect, but I don't actually do shit. North Node's in Aries. Need to initiate, if you know what I mean. I've been just way too nice. So yeah, any thoughts? Send help. Delusional twink needs help. He's in a bathtub. Talking to you. Send help. Stay beautiful if you made it this far. Love you, sexy people. Leave a comment. Let's get in touch.